Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs in Fuego. We're documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs. Claudia Jorgensen. How are you?
Yes, good. How about yourself?
Stunning Homes Realty.
Yes.
That's a great name.
Awesome, thank you.
Stunning. A house, there's so many adjectives out there, right?
Correct.
Amazing Homes Realty.
Yes.
No. Incredible Homes Realty. No. Stunning.
Stunning. That's the word.
That's a very good word. You specialize in stunning homes.
Correct. So we specialize all over the valley, okay?
Yes.
It can be a $150,000 home all the way to $1 million home.
Which the $150,000 might not necessarily be that stunning as the $1 million home.
Correct.
But it will be, I will say this, it will be stunning for somebody that can afford the $150,000.
Exactly,
right?
and then after we work with the seller, we coach them and say, okay, this is where you should put the couch. This is what you should do to get that home appealing and ready for the next buyer.
We, as buyers of homes, right? I mean, we will make whatever we buy, is the hearth, is the home. It doesn't really matter. I mean, when you look around any city, USA, each home is probably built about the same way. Was it 3-bedroom, 2-bath, travertine? It's going to be described pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the home, right?
It's the home.
It's the home. And you, with the Stunning Realtor, you help people. It's what I'm hearing right now.
Exactly.
Introduce them to their first home.
That is correct. So what we do is number one, we try to get you into the best financing. So we do work with a few lenders that are top notch, because otherwise we won't work with you. You have to give best customer service.
What makes a top lender top notch?
They have to provide the service, make sure that our client understands what financing means. If it's an FHA loan, what is an FHA loan? Do you know that you're going to go into down payment assist? Okay, no, you're not. You're going to use a conventional loan. You need to understand each step of the process. If they can't do that, and my client calls me and says, I got a phone call, I got an email, what is it that they're asking? It's not good. I need to make sure that my client gets the best service.
So your partner, your financial
Yes.
lender, it's your partner.
Yes.
And it's his or her responsibility to be able to educate
Correct.
the buyer into the different options that buyer may have, so that they're not calling you asking, what is he or she talking about? I don't understand.
Right.
So you have to rely on somebody else to make sure that your job, if you will, of presenting a home for the buyer becomes a lot easier.
Exactly. So once that process goes through, again, it has to be, best fit for the customer. And so once that is in place, then we go out, and that's my job, is to help the buyer find what they're looking for, whether it's first time, whether it's a second home. I've also worked with clients that are out of state, relocating. So what I do with those especially is take them out to different parts of the city. If they're looking in Scottsdale, if they're comparing Scottsdale to
Peoria.
Exactly. So we go out there and say, hey, let's go take a drive. Let me show you into a few homes. Let me give you some information so that you can make a decision whether you want to be in Scottsdale, whether you want to be in Peoria.
Are there a lot of people moving from out of state here into
There is.
Arizona?
Yes. I have sold in the past 6 months, Colorado people moving here. Yes.
What are the reasons
Chicago
for moving in?
Well, number one, they don't want to be in the snow anymore. No more snow. They love Arizona. That or job relocation.
Do you notice that that is a trend, if you will, versus what, in the 2008, market goes down? In fact, you've been a real estate agent for
13 years now.
13 years. So you've seen the good and the bad and the ugly.
All of it, yes.
Yeah, so, okay. And so the people that are moving in here, are they moving, again, in large numbers that we can say, oh, it's a trend, or do you think that it's just the normal numbers?
I would say it's still a normal number.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say it's still a normal number. Again, many of them, I've dealt with at least 2 of them that are retired and they want out of the snow. Others have been job relocation. It can be from anything really. So as long as it's job relocation, they're coming here, and I've been able to help them out.
Here's what I like about you, is because you speak with precision and very straightforward. We've interviewed hundreds of people, and God bless, I love them all. When it comes to real estate agents or insurance agents, they're there's some hesitation sometimes on people in transmitting their message. But you have that incredible ability just to say, this is my message, and this is, I mean, very straightforward, without hesitation. Is that something that you developed throughout your career? Is that something that you were born with before coming into the real estate field?
I think that that's something that I developed. I feel that now being in the industry for 13 years,
Yep.
I know that you have to be straightforward. You tell me, this is what I want, this is what I'll give you. You're loyal to me, I'll be loyal to you. I'll be there 100%.
See, Taylor, she just bought her house. See,
Oh, did you?
If I had known you, I would have recommended, said, you gotta go with Claudia, because she's straightforward, she's gonna get you the, right?
Straightforward. The other thing is, again, I'm very protective of my clients. So whether you're selling with me or you're buying with me, and I see that something's just not right in any end of the process, I'm gonna say something. I don't care who it is.
If you're representing both the buyer and the sellers, who are you more protective of?
Those we kind of want to stay away from, actually.
Right?
Really, because
You
at
can't
that
serve
point,
both masters.
You can't. You really can't. I mean, if I already had the listing, then I'm gonna go, I have to protect the seller more than I will the buyer.
Right.
So with that being said, it's like, okay, you came to me here, I'll refer you to a different agent in my office at least. But we try to stay away from those because we don't want to run into any problems.
I knew it. I knew you were different. I knew that you were
right,
different.
and
like
a
that.
lot of them
Yep.
out there, they'll take you in, come here, we'll do this, but then they don't protect one or the other because they're working for both. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't do that. Our company doesn't do that. Our company is fantastic. I love Stunning Homes Realty. Their ethics are just fantastic.
That's why you were stunning.
Exactly.
And that, I never got that dual representation. I never understood. It's like an attorney representing both the plaintiff and the defendant. You can't.
You can't do
You
that.
can't.
It's tough. It's tough.
You can
to be able to do that.
But if the seller wants the highest price and then the buyer wants the smallest price, the two needs are just completely opposite.
Exactly.
How can you represent both? You can't.
It would be too difficult.
It would be too
difficult. Yes.
As an entrepreneur, marketing has to be one of the biggest challenges because you have a lot of competition, you have a lot of agents. Is that the biggest challenge for you, or is there something else?
I would say that, and mainly it's all, now everybody's doing everything online, right? So you have to have a high and heavy presence online.
Meaning shopping online, comparing
online.
houses online before
Right.
they actually
Contact
Claudia,
somebody.
let's drive to the okay.
Right,
So
right.
there's a lot
So-
more information online. The consumer is more educated.
Correct, and that's a good thing actually.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But yeah, I would say online presence is very important to
You have to
be able
have
to
it.
get to
You
be able
have
to
to
get
have
more
a
clients.
stunning website. You have to be able to have the video.
For sure.
Taylor specialized. See, we work over
Great.
here. No, she's got the
Building more partners.
She's the best in Arizona. Actually, they got the drones and things and everything else, and they're incredibly adept at what they do.
Nice.
So that web presence really does make a difference.
It does make a difference. And then, like I said, I work all over the valley. So let's just say you have a seller in Peoria,
Yep.
and I only specialize in Peoria. So does that make sense that only Peoria people are just going to buy in Peoria? It doesn't. So I've had
That's a great
people from
logic.
like
Yeah.
Gilbert. You know what? I want to move closer to my mother. She's in Glendale. She's in, Peoria. She's in Surprise.
Right.
So then I was like, okay, I have a buyer. I have a potential buyer for your house in Peoria that you're selling because the lady in Gilbert wants to move closer. Do you know what I mean? So it's better to expand.
I do, because what you are doing is you are focusing on the client's needs first,
Exactly.
rather than on the region
Correct.
first.
Correct.
And so your expertise is with the client, and when you're talking to a buyer or a seller, if you will, I mean, you become their best friend or you're their confidant. I mean, you become
Right.
all sorts of things during the duration, and hopefully for forever and ever,
Mm-hmm.
but very intense during those 30, 45, 60 days.
That is correct.
That you're holding their hand, and all right, this is what happens, this is what's going to occur,
Mm-hmm.
pre-qualifying them, taking them to the property, etc.
That's exactly what we
it's
do,
not an
and
easy-
it's not.
an easy
And
feature.
the thing is that once you come to work with us, our main thing is less hassle. You come to me, you're selling your home, you're not going to know what we're doing behind the scenes. You're not the one that's gonna stress out. I'm gonna do the
Yeah,
stressing
because
out
I don't
for
care
you.
about what you're doing.
You don't need
I'm like,
to do that.
Do you have a buyer for
That's
me? Yes
all
or
you
no?
need to know. That's
yes,
all you
I
need
do.
to
Okay,
know.
that's it.
I'll give you an update on what's going on, but you're not gonna stress out for what's going on in the background. So. Thank
Claudia
you so
Jorgensen, man,
much.
you're such a natural. I mean, you have this passion, this talent.
I do. It is my
this stuff,
passion.
right?
So, yes.
It doesn't come across at all, does it? You're too much. You're
Thank
excellent.
you so much for having me.
Can we say? I think I'm going to go kind of a step further because I think that Stunning Homes Realty should be the realty company that Entrepreneurs in Fuego recommends.
Thank you. That would be amazing.
I'm going to get a lot of hate mail.
Oh.
Why? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with my other company? I love them all. I love you real estate agents, but this woman's
all
very
right here.
You're good.
Thank you.
How about you take us out and say, we're out.
And we're out.